So there have been some releases. Awful Wrestling. Have you heard about these? There was 10, I think, today.
I heard about Veer Mahan, and who's the other gentleman? Jinder Mahal.
Right.
And Xia Li apparently.
Yeah. So Xia Li, Zion Quinn,
Okay.
and then as well as Indus Sher, both of those guys, and Jinder Mahal all got released. Jinder Mahal tweeted out like, "Fuck it, I quit."
Right.
But then WrestleOps, I guess, via WrestleOps per PW Insider, said that WWE released him. Actually, he didn't actually quit, and it's a 90-day non-compete. What do you think about? He sort of Jinder may have burnt a bridge there by going like, "Who the fuck is Hook?" or whatever. Do you think like he's even going to try and get a job with AEW, or do you think he's more?
You got it right the first time. He'd probably be more better in TNA than he would in AEW. He's not going to make a difference if that's the question in AEW. Right. Do you think he's going to pop a big number? Probably in India if they broadcast out there.
Yeah, I mean, what does he do? Debut and they just stick him with like Satnam Singh or something, Like what would AEW even do with him? Just something like uncreative, non-creative.
And of course he would have some sort of heat,
Like if they booked him versus Hook in like a one-off and put Hook over on him, that would be hilarious.
Oh, that would be fucking terrible.
I know, but it would be, would you not like pop? Like that would be the most like one of the grossest things you could do.
I'd pop to the very next station. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So you don't think like, are you a proponent of like Xia Li or Jinder Mahal? Are you like, oh, what the fuck? Or is it just to you, like, how do you feel about them making these releases?
It's another Saturday. I'm curious as to why they let them guys go. Don't they have like a gigantic market in India? Like what's going on there?
Yeah, they do, and that's what I kind of got shocked by, and that's what what these companies do. They get an Indian superstar that they can market because India does huge like social media impressions. We've talked about it on the show. Like the reason they don't go there and do like a big stadium show is because like they're not good for like translating into USD, but they're good for building up those social media numbers and impressions, which then translates to USD. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it seems, I don't know. I thought for sure the way they have the tag division split up now again, like it's 2 divisions now. Like once again, I felt like Indus Sher was going to slide right in there and be like the monsters of, because you have like the Authors of Pain over on SmackDown. So I'm like, you need the monster heel team over on Raw. But it looks like that might be the Creed brothers alongside Chad Gable. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's a fumble, honestly, but I'm not like devastated. And I love Xia Li. I put her over all the time, but she just underutilized. I've said it a million times. So, maybe she could go to TNA or something. I would love to see her. She's a great athletic competitor and she's great in the ring, I find. So
when she was on Raw, I guess it felt like forever ago. She was the one that had the whole light show with like the lightning and all that. That was a kick-ass entrance. If that was really her.
Yeah, and she had like the blades and all that. And
then that was awesome.
Work the angle where she was like knocking people out with her wheel kicks and stuff. And then that just kind of fizzled away. And I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they just don't see nothing in her, or maybe she's getting paid more than they're willing to justify. But either way, the releases happen, and then what does the IWC do? More specifically, the AEW freakazoids, if you will.
Yeah.
But we all know who we're talking about. They get mad, and one of these guys here. He might have blocked me, dude. Yeah, I'm blocking any wrestling fan siding with management. WWE made $1.3 billion last year. They don't need to fire anyone, especially not right now. It's pure greed and it's not good. Well, leave it to the IWC to dig up what this fool was talking about right here. At WWE Gareth says like clockwork, and he has a tweet from this guy. The same guy here going, yep, people are getting real mad about AEW releasing a handful of people who were never on TV. I don't like releases either, but the takes are way too hot. So this guy's freaking out, being like, the WWE worship from pro wrestling media is really out of control. They fired at least 5 people on a Friday night 11 days after the most successful WrestleMania weekend ever. There's nothing respectful about that. But it's just like, yeah, just no logic. Big fucking dummy. Let's drop this guy a dummy being triggered. Because, yeah.
They've been doing that for what, 30 years now? You know,
well, it's just like how the fuck? Yep, people are getting real mad about AEW releasing people, and then he's just getting real mad about WWE releasing people. And what bias from the media, dude? The media is always like the mainstream media fucks with WWE, and then the other media is all just like working double time to try and get AEW over to people that it's not over with. You know what I mean? So
right.
I don't know, man. Just cope from the fucking IWC and the usual suspects. You know what I mean? What do you make of? What do you think of this?
It's this, you know, it's the same run around all the time. I mean, they're going to get upset over every little thing that, you know, WWE does. But meanwhile, they keep their mouths shut when, you know, people from the AEW are unceremoniously fired or let go, or Tony Khan just lets their contract run out. I don't see the big deal in either one. That's my thought on it. I'm sure Jinder's going to find work. I'm sure Veer Mahan is going to find work. Xia, they're all going to find work somewhere. When they've got WWE on their resume, come on, man, you can find work anywhere.
Yeah, Jinder just worked with The Rock too. I mean, come on.
Yeah, really. And that was his last appearance, wasn't it?
Yeah, and WWE was working with The Rock. Like, you can't ask for more than that, you know?
Right.